Hope everybody's doing good on this Monday night. Oh, get my head over this fire, but I think it'll be okay. I have not been feeling it these past couple of days. But I'm here. I've survived so far. We're getting something going. There we go. Oh, sir. Uh-oh. We're starting to get some flames rising now. We're almost. This too. I might have to get Banshee to start it. Been a very slow week for me, though. I just could not leave my house today. I wanted to, but I couldn't. I needed to. There are several things I needed to do, but I wasn't able to leave the house. Slowly but surely, we're getting some flame going here. Slowly but surely, we're getting a fire going. Uh-oh. Let's see if we get some more material. Somewhat get something figured out. What up, JoJo? What do you got going on? I figure I would do a little stream. Come out here, chill, smoke, set a fire up. What are you doing on this Monday? Oh yeah, wait. Same old shit. Me too. I might try to cook some steak up on here. I'm not sure. I could. I need to just keep on getting leaves and adding it to her. What, my cookie? What do you mean? I assume that means what am I cooking? I might throw some steak on this bad boy. Do it on some asada or something, dude. Oh, gotta be careful with these dang flames. Yeah, I might throw down some asada. Some carne asada, you know? Oh, oh Lord have mercy. Let's see. You know, I kind of just did this on the out of nowhere. It would have been ideal if I would have seasoned the meat and kind of got it ready, you know. I possibly still could. I definitely possibly could still. Look at this. The old corn stalk. The corn on the cob could still be good. I don't know if it's real or if it's... What do y'all think? We had this as decoration during Halloween. Maybe we could roast it. Yeah, maybe we could roast her. Put this in here. Arr. Oh no. If I put more stuff, it'll get bigger. Who told you that? Where did you get that knowledge? Where did you get such knowledge? Huh? What up, Jules? It's good to see you. I'm pretty sure this isn't how you do it like this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh, gotta be careful sticking that hand in there. I don't know if I should wrap this up in foil or what. See if any of it pops. I'm putting it in here. Let's see. Oop. I've been there for a couple seconds, so nothing so far. What are you getting into? It's Monday. The beginning of the year. Slow down on the year. Let me see if this thing I hit that. I feel like I should wrap it in foil. You ever had sleep paralysis before? Anybody ever seen any sleep paralysis demons? Oh, thank you for the GG. Yeah. I might cook this thing. Maybe I should wait. Yes. Oh, did she? That's a good hat. She made a good hat. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, we're good now. Everything going on in Venezuela, Colombia, Ukraine, the world. I think, everybody needs to put one of these in their yard. There needs to be a gnome in every yard. A gnome in every yard, I repeat. You might start selling some dang gnomes up on the channel. Was gonna cook, but I was told not to. The orders were canceled. Oh, gotta be careful out there. Do a little quick fire. Send a link out to a couple of people. My buddy, a couple of the buddies are busy, so it's no super big deal. One of the buddies, he's going through like a life-changing experience, I guess. Not necessarily life-changing, but he's changing his life. I guess it's one of the. It could be one of those. Oh, thank you. It could be one of those new year, new me kind of deals. So you never know if he like. I didn't commit to no new year, new me thing this year, honestly, either. Thanks for the 100 too. I didn't commit to anything this year, simply because people, we're always changing. How we may feel on any given subject or topic could change any moment. There's different points in my life. I was super into politics. The older I get, the more I'm not into it as much. I don't have the fervor as I did whenever I was 20 something years old. Now that I'm in my 30s, but I still I don't know. Still good to keep up with all that kind of stuff. Basically, this flame's getting more powerful. See what happens with that. I don't know if I could. If I What y'all think? Y'all think if I wrap this thing in foil, it'll bake like popcorn or what? There's only one way to find out. I'll be right back in a second. I was monitoring it all from inside the house, y'all. You got to think, Well, let's see what happens now with this. Ooh, be a little hot, rascal. Give me some down. In town. Plus, my brother-in-law's right around the corner too. I gotta say that one more time. I gotta state it. Oh, amazing. Okay, some kind of nesting material. Let's see what happens. Oh, in the flames. Oh yeah, you shouldn't be committing yourself to no. Don't make any promises you can't keep. You know, be realistic. You know, if you're gonna make any kind of life-changing promises, you gotta promise to do something that day. You know, you can't change what you did yesterday, and you really don't know how you feel about something tomorrow. You might think that you might know, but you really don't. So, the new year, new me, totally fine. If you want to do that, go ahead. I'd recommend not to do it though, because there's no new you. There's only you. There's no old you, no new you. There's only the you that exists in this current realm. If that makes any kind of sense. Now we're putting one in. You'll see it. We're putting this one in. No foil, so we're gonna do the experiment with both of them like that. I don't know, it's crazy. All this stuff going on in the current events, in the world and shit like that. War here, kidnapping here, invasion here. You know, it's funny to hear normies talking about it. Never, not even 5, 6, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, people would really ostracize you for talking about military industrial complexes and things like that, you know? So it's just kind of interesting to hear everybody talking about questioning the war. You know, everybody's questioning their. And it says in the Bible that there will be days where everybody's talking about war and rumors of war and all that. So, in a way, it's scary to be living in those times, but we should be grateful. But it is crazy. Like, I've worked for the past 20 something years, past 15 years, I say, to be more exact. And I've never heard people talk about shit like, oh, I'm worried about this war. I'm worried about what's going on. This, that, and the other. You know, I mean, they've never talked about shit like that. Be careful. Yo, thanks for the wishes of carefulness, but I think I got it. Fingers crossed. Jules, are you still in the chat? What are you up to? It looks like the corn is slightly rising a little bit. I should have shaved it off of it. Damn, that went by a little too quick. Oh, what's this? I don't know if we should cook that or if we should. Let me see. What up, Jane? What up, Rip Curl? What up, cowboy? Brother? I don't know. We're seeing what that corn does. We're seeing what that corn does, alright? If it pops, it pops. But for now, we're gonna see what this mace, this club. It's not a mace. quit spamming the chat, and anybody that's underage cannot be in the chat either. And also no racism, and no pervert shit, no extreme gay shit. Keep it at a low level. Ugh. Huh. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, no spamming. No spam. Kind of funny. I've been wanting to do that for a while. But I guess I finally did. I don't know. Y'all think I can keep the seeds? A rock pumpkin. It's got many seeds. Good to keep. Don't want to attract no bear here either. We have been having bears in the areas. That was a cow. You ever heard that cow? And listen, damn. Forgot what kind of squash that she said this was. Keep them. Yeah. I don't know what I should do with it. Maybe I'll just keep it here for now. Probably get a bag here in a second. See, it's not a morning star. And a morning star is a ball on the end of a club. I think this is just a war club. This is just a war club. Still badass though. Let me just. Here we got this at a Ren Fair. Ugh. I'm gonna have to wash it off or something. I don't want to get I don't know. It's a Spike War Club, but I mean, you could call it a Morning Star. Honestly, it don't matter what you call it, really, if you think about it. They all serve the same purpose, huh? Once you get hit by either one, that's it. You're done for. I'd say for sure. See, I don't know if they did it this way in medieval times, but the spikes, they were interchangeable. I could see them being a good idea for them to be able to come off, because you don't want this to get stuck in somebody. I feel like it gets stuck. Spike Club, yes, thank you, Jane. Yeah, the Morning Star is its whole own species. Yeah, but a lot of pumpkin guts on there. But I feel like something like this would be pretty ideal. I feel like something like this would be pretty ideal for any kind of home defense situation, self-defense. What up, CR? Initial LD. What's Dark Prince from Clash Royale? No. But these would be used good against people with medium-ish kind of clothes. I feel like something like this would be useful against people nowadays, for sure, against your common person walking around street clothes. Nice. Yeah, so even post-apocalyptic, you could use one of these bad boys in the post-apocalypse and be doing pretty good. Gunner, I am proud Christian. Yes, I am. But I hope that I can live up to the name. I hope, because you got to remember, yeah, we claim to be Christian, but at the same time, Peter denied Christ 3 times, right? and he knew him personally. Peter actually knew Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he denied knowing him, though, even though he personally knew him, out of fear. So if there comes a day and they're cutting people's heads off and doing shit like that, who's gonna? What are you gonna do? It's easy to say what you are going to do, but it's hard to, once you're actually in that situation. Do a backflip? I could try. For sure. Let me see. Let me try. Balloon pump for this before. Your char 10 in now. Yeah. Here you go. Do you see it? Here's my backflip. Ugh. That hurt me. My back's been, I'm not too old, but I'm kind of in between young and old, I feel like. So the older I get, the more my back will start hurting. So you got to save your back. Don't be doing dumbass shit. If you can help it. Oh. But something I have noticed is people, yeah, I know. I'm not gonna try to do no fucking back. I wasn't able to do a backflip whenever I was in school. I ain't gonna be able to do one now. Yeah, I feel like some of the shittiest people are people who claim to be religious, claim to be Christian. Uh, honestly, and they're doing that. They're hyper religious, hyper Christian. Talk about they post on Facebook how much they love God. They wear Jesus clothing and all this stuff just so that way they can. Because they got some bad demons that they're probably fighting against. And that's their way of kind of trying to mask their evilness, is trying to pervert the message of the gospel, as it were. But like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't want to talk about nothing I don't know about. Nothing I'm talking about is coming. It's nothing I'm talking about is coming from an expert theological point of view. It's coming from a little bit of research, and this is what's in my heart for sure. So don't be a piece of shit. That's something that all people need to follow. The hat. Yeah, one of my woman's friends made this shit. My head is far too large for it. But it's keeping me decently warm. It's only about 58 degrees here. Or not 58, it's about 48, I should say. If it was 58, I might not be doing the fire. It was about 48, so if we're gonna come out here and chill and do a little flame, get a little flame going. We're gonna pour this corn out in a minute and we're gonna see what happens. Oh. It's kind of like a little kendo stick right here. Not a kendo stick, what do they call them things that they be doing? Oh no. Oh, the corn on the cob's starting to kind of bulge out. Interesting. See, you're up in Canada. I imagine it's probably freezing up there, huh? imagine it's pretty cold up in the Great White North. You'll notice a uptick in UFO sightings recently. More orbs being sighted. I don't know. Everything seems too planned. You know, they say some people are like, "Oh, it's not. Everything's not planned. It's just the way it is." I want to believe that that's the way the official narrative, but damn it if they make it hard to believe the official narrative. Look, I've ignited this. You know, there's aliens are something that seems like they're just so forced down our throats. They're just force fed to us as a society so much, it seems like. Like I said, people look into that. Project Blue Beam. Because we're talking about end times, we're talking about wars, talking about rumors of wars. People have been seeing these orbs and UFOs like crazy the past 3 or 4 years, especially. And you also notice this within the past 3 or 4 years that the government has been coming out with way more info, saying UFOs are real. Our pilots have seen this. Now, I'm just some pothead that don't really know shit, sitting here talking about stuff I've heard, but it is worth looking into. Could be perfect to unite us together. People get used to it up there. I'd say so. You'd have to get used to it, huh? You'd have to get used to it. You'd have to damn freeze. It's 48 degrees where I'm at. So nothing too crazy. Nothing to ride home a boot. A boot. To mother. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this shit. This sucker's about to explode. It's about to explode. Am I cooking possum? No, I'm cooking corn on the cob, brother. 34 in Connecticut. God dang. Y'all ain't too far from Tennessee, so we'll probably be getting that cold ass weather here soon. Probably be getting, I ain't no weatherman. I don't want to predict the weather, but I would like to. I do have a couple of estimates, guesses. It could snow next week. A possum. It is. I'm trying to lure him here with the smell of this corn. I don't have nothing to pull that thing out. I'm living out in the woods, y'all. For a guy that lives in a tent, this ain't too bad, huh? Hey. I need to get more woods, but I don't know if I want to keep messing with this shit. You know? Oh. Oh, y'all hear them cows? Y'all hear them cows? I'm gonna cheat on it. Hell no. No. I got it started, but it's kind of. Oh, there we go. A whole nother issue. Keeping it going. Ooh! I'm sure it'd be fine if I just left this alone for a couple hours unattended to. Let you guys watch it. Did anybody do anything interesting today in this chat? Anybody have anything cool happening? Anything crazy or anything out of this world you can report on? A good conversation with AI yesterday. It would kind of, but I ran out of my allotted grok time. Oh, that's that room be hot. Let's get this out of here. Here we go. Oh, man. This is this shit. Oh, wow. Need some thinner twigs. I don't know where to go to get them. Now, let's see what happened to this corner in the car. It's a little hot. It ain't too bad. Oh, maybe. Oh, somebody got burned. Oh, somebody boy got burned. Some of it. Let's see if some of it's still good. No. But I do feel like we could make some popcorn out of this, though. We would have took it out and put it on the foil. Let's see what happens now. Let me put her in there. It's kind of like a sacrificial burning, if you think about it. How the hell was I muted? How long have I been muted? Maybe just now. Sorry. Not Jordan. He's at the gym right now. He's going through one of those new year, new me kind of things. But I think he can actually do it because he actually does have a new year situation, new person going on. I don't want to tell too much of his business. We can talk about it at some point, but keep him in your prayers. His damn fucking woman's leaving him, and I know how that feels for sure. And Chris is going to sleep because he's got to work in the morning. I tried to get both of them guys on here. But yeah, we should raise up. We gotta. Y'all just. That's what I'm just trying. I'm just trying to cannot give up. You can. I don't know. I did not. I was not having a good day today, so just didn't go to work. Feel kind of bad about it, but I just couldn't make it. But you gotta take these days for yourself sometimes. Especially if your ass and head are both feeling like absolute shit. What up, Guardian? How you doing, brother? What are you getting into, dude? Let's try to pop this old corn on the cob, but it didn't work. You have a good New Year, dude? What are y'all getting into over there? So y'all can see the moon good. Good angle like what I'm looking at. Y'all throw down pretty good for New Year's in South Africa? I don't know what to do with this fire because I kind of want to go inside. These corn on the cobs are fire retardant, it seems like. Well, starting to coal up. Nice. I worked. I managed to get a little bit of a live stream, but there's so many people in the town I was at that I wasn't able to get the signal. I wasn't able to get service going because it's in a small little area. This is like Skyrim in real life. It's a good way to look at it. It's had a great time. I was busier than fuck on my job. Yeah, here it is right here. Draconis. No, Chartin. What do you mean by Chartin? What do you mean by that? I'm kind of a novice when it comes to knowledge and certain terms and things like that. Like Chartin. What does that mean exactly? Made some good money working on New Year's Eve. Back to that subject. Why? Wait for the reply. But Yeah, it was worth it, but it still kind of sucked. Oh, char cloth. What I think you were saying? Wait, hold up, yo. Sorry about that. Doubloon for the new year. Huh. You pirate? I would say I'm close to about 60% as well. I would say I'm about 60% belief in dragons as well, because that would explain. Would it not explain a lot of these mythological creatures? Would it not explain a lot of how people interact with these? How are some of our ingrained fears that we have inside of us of reptiles and snakes? Yeah, so I could. I don't know. I'm not against 100% against the idea of like I kind of more believe in dinosaurs, or I believe more in dragons than I do dinosaurs. There's a part of me that does. Yeah, because what we see as dinosaurs and all these things, those could actually be shit like giants, dragons, different creatures that people think are retarded, but they could have actually existed. They've made it look so much like childlike shit now at this point that people don't take it serious, the idea of something like that existing. Oh yeah, 100% more faith in dragons and ghosts. 100% dinosaurs are more dragons are. See, I keep on fucking getting the words wrong. They're both pretty much the same thing, right? Can use them interchangeably. Yeah, and they were discovered what in the 1870s. Kind of weird, kind of suspicious. Yeah, dragons. They could be they, and I'll go one step further with the dragon situation. Is that hypothetically speaking, they'd be intelligent. They'd be intelligent as humans, if not more intelligent than your average human being, if such creatures existed. You don't believe in Metallica? I know you're going too far with that one, buddy. You're going way too far. Yeah, there's millions of people that have seen, or maybe not millions. There's thousands. I mean, there's millions. There's a million people that saw them in Moscow in 1991. I'd say they were fucking pretty real whenever they saw that. Vendetta Wayne says chat. So the bats are small emo dragons. I could see that. I bit myself. Something kind of like that. Yeah, Eminem is totally. I could see Eminem being a clone. Because he used to be kind of more on a rebel as a rebel, and now he's more. He's for the system now. He's like the ultimate symbol of the system now. I feel like, as far as like hip hop and rap goes, of selling out. But they're all in on it. Like, if anybody thinks that Trump's good and not bad, if he thinks that Gavin Newsom and him aren't the exact same person but different sides of the coin, they're crazy. Yeah, they've had this clone and android rumors around for years, and I wouldn't doubt it for a second. They said Paul McCartney died and he was replaced by a clone or lookalike. They used to call them lookalikes before cloning and shit became more wide known. So they said they'd have lookalikes. They had a Beatle look. So in 1967, right before Paul McCartney's accident, I guess they were having a search for the Paul McCartney lookalike, and the guy that won the best lookalike Paul McCartney, uh, they had replaced the original one with the winner of the lookalike contest. Yeah. So something similar to that, because Paul, I guess, was going against same reason why they killed their manager Brian Epstein. Brian Epstein was connected to all kinds of weird stuff. That's kind of how the Beatles got famous so quick, was through Brian Epstein. So, yeah. Well, you got to be careful listening to the Beatles, their music. And this is why, see, you ever notice that? So, after Paul died and was replaced by an android, are you following me? That's whenever they came out with shit like the White Album. Okay. Oh, so that's when he died. It was Magical Mystery Tour. Then they did. I forgot what came after that, but the White Album. That's what inspired the Manson family to be to do all their crimes. Yeah, it is kind of weird. I guess that the cloning that they're doing now is more on the line of. Remember, we haven't heard about Dolly the sheep or anything like that. Yes, but they have brought back. Supposedly, they brought back the direwolf. Supposedly, I don't 100% believe it. I kind of think it's bullshit in a way, but you never know. See, to a clone. See, as far as making a clone, like that's a. We all know. We all know that a clone is not. Yeah, it's not like an exact replica of the person's DNA that they use to make it, right? A clone is more along the lines of it's a whole new being, just with the exact same genetic makeup as you. It looks like you. Everything. They'd have to record your memories and your things that you enjoy and stuff like that to upload that into some sort of system, right? That being your mind into the clone's body. Y'all need to see Mickey 17 if you haven't. Long story short. Yeah. But yeah, it's midnight. I think I'm gonna get off of here. How would I react before I get off here? I guess I'll answer that question. Maybe keep it going on for another 10 minutes. If I met my own clone, uh, probably try to get him to like work for me or something. Kind of deal. Because like I'd imagine he would have grown up in some kind of colony somewhere where they have jobs and are assigned shit like work shifts and things of that nature that they have to learn and do. So I'd say, dude, go do everything for me and I can just stay home. Boom. That's what I'd do if I met my clone. And it does depend on if they're chill or not, honestly. To be real. The real answer is um I don't know, it's kinda like people who are identical twins, kind of, you know? Mm-hmm. I just had low fire going. It's kind of people see the clones would they would depend on how have y'all need to watch there's a movie, it's called The Island. Everybody needs to watch if they haven't, because it kind of talks about this whole cloning thing, right? It really kind of busts the whole cloning situation down. I don't want to give the plot away. I do not want to give the plot away in case anybody goes and watches it. But it's definitely worth the watch. So if you're into your own clone, let's say you do have a clone. You have seen it, okay, so you know that. Then you know the plot behind a Guardian. Like, you have a clone. Let's say you have a clone made because he has some kind of disease, like some kind of cancer or something incurable. No. This island has Ian McGregor, has Obi-Wan in it. I can't pronounce his name. Spoiler. Yeah, very old movie, but a good movie. No, you need to check out the island for sure. It has Ian McGregor in it. It also has Sean Bean in it. He plays the villainous science director of the build. Nice. Nice. I was watching that with my son the other day, and he wasn't really getting down to Star Wars. I'll have to watch it with him again. For sure. I was trying to watch it with him, but I don't know. He's 5, so he's not really super into that stuff yet. But he's getting there. Star Wars is great. It's kind of sad though. It's kind of moved on to kind of weird realm of uh, Disneyfication, for lack of a better term. What up, militant? Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, y'all. I might hop off here, get on the game or something like that. I get a little tired. I have load insomnia going on, but that is a good idea. Kind of start them off with Lego Star Wars and then build up to the OG movies. I feel like at F5, I don't think I was into Star Wars and shit like that at 5, you know? I remember watching like Men in Black though and stuff. Maybe I was 6 or 7. You know, no, it's a great movie. CC. That's what I love about having my son is that we can kind of rediscover things together. You know, I can rediscover my love of Star Wars with my son. Yeah, we'll chat soon, brother. Be safe. What do you mean by play South Park? What does that mean by play South Park? I've played the 2 games, Stick of Truth and Fracture Butthole, and they're great. The most recent one, the Snowball Wars, I don't know. That one was kind of lame as fuck. Hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. I wouldn't have. It's kind of weird. That's why I think my tism kind of kicks in because I go through several obsessions throughout my whole life. Easily from 10 to 15, I was Star Wars obsessed. Keep on the Skyrim. I think honestly, Baldur's Gate 3. That's the best game I've played in a long time. But the game I've been on recently, they had it on sale on PlayStation for I think $40. I got the complete Kingdom Hearts series, so that should give me plenty hours of gameplay with that. I might hop up on there honestly in a second. I want a game. I want a game bad. Skyrim kind of make me want to play Skyrim a little bit. You've mentioned it several times. Huh. There was a time I was obsessed with Skyrim. My tism kicked in at that time that time in my life, and I was into the lore. I could tell you all of Tamrielic history like it was real. 2013.
I think you're about 13 years in the past, buddy. But yeah. But to see 2026, I don't know. I know the world's crazy. It's falling apart. World War III possibly happening. We got banana republics being formed. All this crazy shit going on throughout the world. But let's hope that this year is a good year for movies and TV and media. Shit like Warhammer, music. Hopefully we get some good music. What up, Leslie? No, Mortal Kombat Deception. That was the one where you kind of could free roam around the place, right? Peace out, CR. If you do play the South Park Snow Day, hit me up, dude. My PlayStation Network name is Lord Westfall 69. I repeat, Lord Westfall 69. I saw some good bands last year. I saw Silverstein. I can't remember who else I saw. They stuck out the most. I think I saw Adola last year too. Deftones is dope. I like Deftones a lot. I don't know. The older because I used to really listen to Deftones heavily. There's a I don't know, kind of like the Beatles. You listen to something so much, you're like, okay, I've listened to this so much, and I'm into wanting to check out I'm into wanting to check out some of the new albums by some of these bands. I've kind of always been stuck in listening to old stuff. Nice. I smoked with Cove from Southend. That's pretty cool. We saw them up there and saw them up over in Asheville. He said, "Hey, dude, I don't want to judge you, but it seems like you might be you smoke weed." And I said, "No, it's no judgment at all. I do." He's like, I let him hit my vape. Cove Weber got high off my vape, and I messaged him for a second on Instagram. I'm sure I could get him to message me back. Chevelle was dope. Perfect Circle was amazing. Maynard is great. I'd love to see them in concert. I'm gonna so Chevelle's new album and Deftones' new album. Got you. What have you been up to, Leslie? You have a good New Year? Jane, you here still? You have a good New Year. Everybody have what everybody get done for New Year? Hopefully, did anybody have any New Year's resolutions that they've kind of put themselves onto? I don't think it's a good idea to hold yourself down to any New Year's resolutions. Yeah, my son had to go back to school today. I feel so bad for him. It sucks. But it's good. It's good for him to go there and get his social and I think that public school is nothing but bullshit. It's sorcery and indoctrination. Excellent, Jane. You on the right path. Because when I was asking people how their New Year's was a minute ago, I forgot to ask you. And you're special to me. I know a lot of people who are heavily into Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, I need to work on my mental health for sure. Yeah. I want to finish. I'm trying to get at least. I'm almost at 3K. If we get to 3K subs, we'll do a giveaway. Right now, I'm sitting at 2,991, so we're getting very close. Yeah, that's one of the things I want to try to get. I want to boost. I want to boost. That's a new word. Boost. You'll write that down as part of slang that I created. Now I want to boost the channel so I can be. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how people live stream every single day. I want to get into the mood of being able to do that and use my computer. We're doing the K-12 program. See, that's something that we considered. My son, he lives between two houses. He stays in my house 3 days, stays in my ex-wife's the rest of the week. Oh, they're in Virginia. I feel like Virginia is kind of weird anyway, right? They've had kind of weird little. They have a Democrat governor, right? Kind of liberal, kind of bullshit. I don't know what that means. What does that entail? You're not able to homeschool your kids unless you meet a certain criteria. Yeah, we'd like to homeschool the boy ourselves, but I don't know. Between my work and so much being busy all the time with that, it'd be hard to fit that in. According to the ex-wife, I could easily homeschool the boy. I could teach him flat Earth theory, teach him cryptids. I could teach him mythology and reading and writing and basic math. There you go. I'm gonna start my own school. What's up? Be better in them Somalian schools. Mm. Yeah. What's the why not? Why? Because they want the what is it the. They don't want the rugged individualism, and they want the warmth of collectivism, as it were. But yeah, gonna hop off here. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I'm gonna do research. It's like because I bet she's they're all about people who have the weed, get the weed and shit. They want to take away the guns from the people that they're gonna be talking about that in the next 2 months as well, taking guns away from people that smoke weed. I would hit you up for that, but I gotta get my ex-wife on board with that. I just don't think that the baby mama want to do no shit like that. For some reason, I don't know what the fuck her problem is with that. She just wants to put him. She wanted to put him in dang $600, $700 or $400 a month school. Sorry, it was like $600 or $700 to get him in there. It was crazy. But yeah, that being said, anybody new that we met, it was nice meeting y'all. Anybody that I've known for years, it was nice talking to y'all. We got a good show going on. I'm gonna hop off for her though, for sure. I might do a game stream, who knows? But if I'm not on someone else's show tomorrow, I'll do my own. So, peace.